Hello, welcome back to another video. In this video we'll talk about how can you use the base class and the Derived class for the publisher. So in our previous video we have already discussed about that delegate with the custom event arguments. Okay, so for that case you can see that here is our event argument and this is the sample class. Okay, and if we'll go a little bit down over here, you can see that there is a line, and here we have a comment: protected virtual method to allow Derived classes to override the event invocation behavior. Okay, so this one was the previous example, but in this example I'll show you that how you can use the Derived class to override the event invocation behavior. Okay, so let me give you the example now. So you can see here is our example. Derived class can modify the behavior of the base class method, including those related events. The prerequisites of this particular video: you should have the understanding of the delegates, you should have the understanding of the event, also you should have the understanding of the inheritance. Okay, and here we are just giving the sample how you can use that. We are giving the approach that how you can use. Okay, and if you don't know about the inheritance, so in object oriented concept, a Derived class is a class that inherit from the another class that is also called the base class. Okay, so Derived class can extend or modify the behavior of the base class. So in the context of the new issue method over here, as you can see that this is our magazine class, that means this is our base class, right? And in this base class you can see that there is a method. This one is the virtual method, and we can override this particular method in our base class. So in the context of the new new issue method, the term the Derived class refers to classes that inherit from the magazine company class and potentially override the new issue method to change the event is raised. So now let's talk about the example now. So the first one, this one is the base class. You can see over here from the comment itself, you can also read. Now we have to create another class, that is the event argument class, that is the new issue class. So for that we have a class event argument class. Now we want to create the subclass or Derived class for this magazine company. We are creating a Derived magazine company, and the name of it is special magazine company, which is actually deriving from the magazine company. So this one is the base class, this one is the child class, so this one is the signature of the class itself by which we can create the subclass of. So this one is the signature. Okay, so you have to use like this way if you want to inherit from one class to another class. So we are inheriting from the magazine company to a special magazine company, so that's why this one is the special magazine company. And in this particular line of code you can see that we are overriding the new issue method to custom behavior. Okay, so if you have already a method which is actually present in the base class itself, we can customize it. We can customize the behavior of the method itself. Okay, so we are changing the behavior. You can write numerous lines of code, or you can change, alter anything that you want based on your requirement, but here we are just printing that special magazine company logging issue, and here the issue number it will print, and the issue title it will print. So before raising the event, and after that is it will raise the event from the child class itself or the special magazine company itself. Okay, so it's raising the event from here. So it will call the base class method to raise the event. So it will use a base dot on new issue and it's sending E. So from while it's getting E, because we know that in new issue method we should pass the parameter new issue arguments. So this one is the object of the new issue argument class, so it will contain the issue number and the issue title, you know, from this particular class. And if you are not understanding, you can see our previous video that how we have created this one. I have explained about the new issue argument in our previous video. Okay, in some programming language, so this base will be like a super call. So in this case we are trying to raise the event or calling the method on new issue of the base class. So that's why I am changing the behavior like this way. Okay, so you can write any number of lines over here based on your requirement. Now you can see our rest of the code. This one is the event handler class, so this one is the subscriber class, and this particular method is actually subscribing our event which is present in our base class. So on issue received, it's taking the parameter as a sender and the argument. Okay, and it will print the related details in our event handler class, that means the subscriber class. Now how to use it? If you want to use it, you have to create the object here. So as we are using the inheritance concept, so child and parent relationship or base class or derived class relationship, so we know that on that case we have to create the object of the child class always. So that's why we are creating the object of the special magazine company. Okay, like this way. And now we have created our object for the subscriber itself. So this one is the publisher, which is actually based on the inheritance. Okay, and so that's why we have created the object, and through this object we can create a new issue, or we can, through this object, a subscriber can attach event to this particular object. Okay, so by this line you can see that special magazine company dot new issue. So new issue, it is our event which is present in our class, right? So if we'll go a little bit above, you can see that this is our event. Okay, new issue. So your question may arise that why we are using special magazine dot new issue, because the special magazine company will take the properties, all the properties of the parent class itself. So that's why we can use the event via the child class itself or special magazine company itself. And now by using plus equals to, we are subscribing the event. And who is actually subscribing? The readers class on new issue receive method. So this one actually subscriber the reader to the magazine company's new issue. So that means the reader class subscribing to the magazine company's new issue event. Okay, so by this line we are publishing a new issue. So special magazine company publishing a new issue, so it will send the details like this. So what will happen, it will go to our base class and it will initialize the value. Okay, so whenever we'll call like this one, so it will go to our child class and it will give the value to the parent class itself, 42, and the future of the technology. And after that it will invoke the child class new issue, that means this one, and the new event will be raised. Okay, this will raise a new event, and then after that it will go to the event handler and this will print. Okay, so now let me give you the let me go to the Visual Studio and I'll paste all the code from this page to our Visual Studio itself, and I'll build it and execute, and I'll show you the output there. Okay, so as you can see, this is our full code. Let me go a little bit above, so you can see the code from top to bottom here. Okay, and let me save it, and now I'll click on the build and I'll build the solution. Okay, now we can see our build completed successfully. Now let me close this one and from this program class, as it's containing the main method, from this section the program will start execute. So here let me give a breakpoint over here so that I can show you the flow of the execution. Okay, I'll create a breakpoint, as well as in the child one I'll also create a breakpoint over here. So now let me click on the start button to see the flow of the execution. So I'll go over here. Okay, now I can go inside it. Again I can go inside it, and now you can see it's initializing its value by the constructor. Now you can see that it's coming back to the on new issue method. So now let me add a breakpoint here as well. So now we'll go to the next statement. As you can see, now it's coming to its child class, and at this point of time it overrides its behavior from the child class, and it will invoke the, or it will raise the event from this one. Okay, now let me go. So if we'll go over here, if we'll go inside it, it's coming back to the parent class itself. Okay, the magazine company. And now if we'll click over here, it will check that new issue is present or not. So it will get one issue over there, or it will get its subscriber, and it will execute. So if we'll click over here, it's executing, right? And now it will go inside it, not go, it will come back to that particular child class again, and then it will come back here and the execution will end. So this is how the flow of the execution will happen. Now let me continue it, and if you want to see the output, then let me click over here, and you will be able to see the output in this fashion. So it will, magazine company will publish new issue, and then from the special magazine company logging issue 42 title, this one, before raising the event, you will be able to see. And then after the reader class, in the reader class you can see that it's receiving the title magazine. Okay, so this is how we are getting the output. So if you have any question, you can ask it in the comment section. See you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye.